Royal splendor meets island tradition, King Frederik and Queen Mary's emotional journey to the Faroe Islands. Welcome to BNews. A royal visit steeped in tradition, breathtaking scenery, and heartfelt moments has captivated both Denmark and the Faroe Islands. King Frederik and Queen Mary of Denmark embarked on an extraordinary journey to this remote North Atlantic archipelago, where ancient customs met modern monarchy in a spectacular display of culture and connection. Over several unforgettable days, the Danish royals experienced the warmth of the Faroese people, immersed themselves in local heritage, and left behind a trail of touching memories that underscored their deep bond with the islands. But before we uncover all the royal highlights and cherished traditions revealed during this iconic visit, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to BNews, and click the bell so you never miss a story from the world's royal families. And as you watch, don't forget to comment. Which part of their trip resonated with you most? Now, let's dive into the magic and meaning behind King Frederik and Queen Mary's historic journey to the Faroe Islands. The visit began on a crisp morning as the royal yacht Dannebrog glided into the harbor of Tórshavn, the Faroese capital. Crowds gathered along the waterfront, waving Danish and Faroese flags and cheering as the royals disembarked. Dressed impeccably, Queen Mary in a stylish yet modest wool coat and King Frederik in his naval uniform, the couple was greeted by the Prime Minister of the Faroe Islands and a group of children in traditional dress, who presented them with flowers. From the outset, it was clear this would not just be a ceremonial visit but an authentic exchange of warmth and respect. The Faroe Islands, an autonomous territory within the Kingdom of Denmark, have long held a unique place in Danish history and identity. This royal visit came at a time when ties between Copenhagen and Tórshavn are evolving, with increased emphasis on preserving Faroese culture and supporting local initiatives. For many residents, seeing the king and queen walk their streets symbolized unity and mutual appreciation. One of the most touching scenes unfolded at Tinganes, the historic government quarter of Tórshavn, where the king and queen were invited to tour the centuries-old parliament buildings. They paused outside one of the iconic red-painted turf-roofed houses to greet elderly Faroese who reminisced about the visits of Frederik's parents, Queen Margrethe and Prince Henrik, decades ago. Queen Mary, known for her effortless charm, knelt to speak with a group of young girls who shyly offered her hand-woven wool scarves, a beloved Faroese craft. That personal connection was evident throughout the visit. King Frederik, fluent in Danish and clearly comfortable with the Faroese dialect, shared jokes and heartfelt words with local fishermen and artisans. Observers noted how he took time to listen to concerns about preserving fishing rights and maintaining the fragile marine ecosystem, vital to the Faroese way of life. His genuine interest impressed many, reinforcing his image as a monarch deeply committed to his people. Perhaps the most symbolic moment of the trip came during a visit to the village of Jogv, nestled between towering cliffs and the roaring North Atlantic. Here, the royal couple joined villagers for a traditional chain dance, an ancient Faroese custom that has survived centuries of foreign influence. Hand in hand with locals, King Frederik and Queen Mary swayed and stepped in rhythm to haunting ballads recounting tales of heroism and hardship. Queen Mary, visibly moved, later described it as a profound reminder of the strength and spirit of these islands. Royal watchers also marveled at Queen Mary's thoughtful wardrobe choices throughout the visit, which subtly paid tribute to Faroese culture. She wore locally made wool garments and even donned a delicate silver brooch in the shape of a puffin, a beloved bird in Faroese folklore. Her fashion statements did not go unnoticed, with local designers expressing pride that their work was showcased on such a grand stage. Another highlight was the visit to Kirkjubor, the spiritual heart of the islands and home to one of the oldest wooden houses still in use today. King Frederik and Queen Mary toured St. Olav's Church and the medieval ruins of Magnus Cathedral, where they lit candles in silence. This gesture was seen as a tribute to the resilience of the Faroese people, who have weathered countless storms, both literal and figurative, throughout their history. At every stop, the royal couple received gifts that reflected Faroese life, knitted shawls, carved wooden figures, and even freshly caught salmon. In turn, they expressed their gratitude through speeches that emphasized friendship, solidarity, and a shared vision for the future. King Frederik, known for his down-to-earth manner, surprised everyone by trying his hand at rowing a traditional wooden boat, much to the delight of cheering onlookers. The royals also took time to visit Faroese schools and community centers, speaking with children and teenagers about their hopes and dreams. Queen Mary, who has long championed youth and education, delivered an impassioned speech about the importance of preserving language and traditions in a globalized world. "You are the keepers of these island stories," she told them. "Cherish them and make sure they endure." A particularly poignant visit was to a small island community facing population decline due to urban migration. The king and queen listened intently as residents described their challenges and their determination to keep their village alive. Queen Mary's eyes glistened with emotion as one elderly man spoke of his wish to see his grandchildren grow up on the island, and she reassured him of their support. Throughout the trip, the royals struck a balance between official duties and quiet moments of reflection. Observers noted several occasions where they stood side by side, gazing out at the rugged cliffs and endless sea. In those instances, they seemed not just like monarchs on duty but like two people deeply in awe of the land and its people. The media coverage back in Denmark was overwhelmingly positive. Newspapers praised the visit as a reaffirmation of the royal family's relevance and a testament to King Frederik and Queen Mary's modern approach to monarchy. Social media was equally abuzz, with Faroese residents posting heartfelt messages and photos of their encounters with the royal couple. For King Frederik, this visit marked an important milestone in his reign. It was his first official trip to the Faroe Islands since becoming king, and it underscored his commitment to maintaining strong ties with all parts of the kingdom. His speeches emphasized mutual respect, environmental stewardship, and cultural preservation, values that resonate strongly in today's Denmark. Queen Mary, too, left a lasting impression. Her ability to connect on a personal level, whether with young children or elderly villagers, showcased the qualities that have made her one of Europe's most beloved royals. Faroese women especially praised her grace and empathy, noting how she treated everyone she met as an equal. By the time the royal yacht Dannebrog set sail from Tórshavn on the final evening, the harbor was once again filled with well-wishers waving flags and calling out farewells. A spontaneous choir sang a traditional Faroese farewell song, and Queen Mary was seen wiping away a tear as she waved from the deck. King Frederik stood beside her, his arm around her shoulders, smiling as the ship disappeared into the mist. This royal journey will long be remembered not just for its ceremonial pageantry but for the authentic moments of connection and the genuine affection displayed on both sides. In an age when monarchies often struggle to remain relevant, King Frederik and Queen Mary's visit proved that empathy, humility, and respect for tradition can still inspire and unite. The Faroe Islands may be small in size, but their significance to the Danish kingdom is immense, as is the love their people showed to their king and queen. This visit has set a new standard for royal diplomacy and reminded the world of the enduring power of human connection. We'll continue to follow the story of Denmark's modern monarchy here on BNews. But now we want to hear from you. What moment of King Frederik and Queen Mary's visit touched you the most? Do you think their connection with the Faroese people strengthens the monarchy's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, like this video, subscribe to BNews, and stay tuned for more in-depth royal stories that matter.